Talented greatness.
I'm Paul McCallum, CFL kicker, Hall of Famer for 2022, and I'm here on the Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Yeah, okay, I got one more for you. Oh, actually, I got, shit, I already said I had two. How great is Wally?
You know what? I can't say enough about Wally. Wally helped me immensely later on in my career, but tell it like it is. Before I met Wally, he had a bit of a reputation for being an ass, being hard, ruthless, and having no feeling and all the rest of it. And, Wally, I've got a great amount of respect for him because, he would basically just say it how it is, whether you liked it or not. You may not figure out, some young athletes, myself included, don't understand at the time what's going on, but he knew how to motivate different players different ways to get the most out of them. Like for me, if you piss me off, then I work harder type of thing, which he kind of figured out. He'd make snide comments if I was kicking and maybe thought I was a little bit lazy that day. Then he would say something and I'd be like, well, fuck you, okay, watch, right? And so
yeah,
I'll show you, that type of thing. So I think, and I've done my own contracts my whole career. And so I was able to separate dealing with the management and the coach and do that. And so I had no problem walking in the office with Wally, shutting the door. And now I'm not Paul the player, I'm Paul the agent dealing with my contract. And he could do the same thing. My very first game for him, he asked me to punt the ball out of bounds, like inside the 5 or 10 yard line, and I mishit it and it went into the end zone. And I come off, and I want to repeat exactly what he said to me, but I turned and I snapped at him, just instinctively snapped at him, and then I sat down and went, "Oh shit!" Like, I don't know, it's my first game ever playing for him, so I grabbed G-Roy. And I'm like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. He's like, what happened? And I told him. He says, oh, he's fine. He says he forgets about it just like that. He's in the, he probably yelled and screamed at me in the moment of the game, and then I did the same thing, and it's gone, right? But he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever had.
He also motivated The Rock, just like you said he would motivate you.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I sent him a clip. I saw The Rock on some social media maybe a month ago, and I just forwarded it to him, which, he had said the same thing about Wally helping propel his career. So it was kind of a neat story.
Final question. What do you want your legacy to be?
For me, it's just that I was my teammates could count on me. They knew that I was going to go out there and do my job, and took it seriously. For me, actually, also on top of that, I've always had lots of players that would come to me for other things other than just on the field, and I could help them out, whether it was contract stuff or different things. Because that's the one thing that I miss is the camaraderie of your teammates, right? And just being around the guys, and because it's all about relationships as well, right? I mean, I think about now I could pick up the phone and I've got teammates all over the world that, you pick up it would be like you didn't even leave. You know what I mean? You have that type of relationship. But just knowing that I was a teammate that worked hard and they could count on me, and we've got some good memories together. I've never been one to really look at those types of things. Same thing before I was actually put into the Hall of Fame, guys would ask me, well, are you going to go in? You're going to go in? I said, I don't know. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even think about it. But, just a good teammate that worked hard.
What did it mean to you when you did get it put into the Hall of Fame?
That was special because it was unexpected. Like I said, I never put any thought to it, really. until when it happened. And I was working in a Starbucks, and a Saskatchewan number showed up, and I didn't recognize it, and it was Daryl Davis, the media guy, but I didn't know he was part of the selection committee. So he had asked to be the one to let me know, which was really cool. And then, and so then what happened was I was like, okay, all right, this is cool. And then I started thinking about it, and then I left almost right away, and I went into my car and I sat down and I realized it was my mom's birthday. So, and she passed away in 2015. And so that made it that much more special, you know. And then your memory starts to come alive, and you just start remembering things. So, you know, people say I should maybe write a book. I'm like, oh man, all the different things that I could talk about, think about, and tell stories. And I said, well, at the end of my career in Saskatchewan, I don't know if that chapter might have to get left. There's lots of bad stuff that happened there. But yeah, it was pretty special. I mean, and Wally called me, and you know, he made a point of telling me, so there's a lot of people that deserve to be in there, could be in there, but they're not. So the people that are in there, it's a pretty special group.
Lastly, for me,